Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? It's your boy, Pastor Ron, and welcome to Game Day Gospel post NBA trade deadline edition. All the trades have kind of seeped in, and the Knicks made a big move to get Bogdanovic, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and Alec Burks from the Pistons. And we wait to see what goes on the waiver wire, who gets cut, etc., etc. I think the Knicks move was probably the biggest move this trade deadline. No DeJounte Murray, no Jimmy Butler, no LeBron James, no DeMar DeRozan. None of those guys were moved. So, first of all, before I go on to the Knicks, what the heck are the Bulls doing, bro? I read someone that the Bulls were actually buyers. Were trying to sneaky buy players into the deadline. Like, this is the issue with this freaking play-in tournament. We have all these teams really believe that they are in it, and when we all know that the Bulls are going nowhere near a playoff win, nowhere near the playoffs, are nowhere near good, and they should have just kind of like did what they can, got some expiring contracts, got some picks to rebuild. Because I believe DeMar DeRozan is a free agent. Could have recouped something from him because he's not re-signing. Zach LaVine is Zach LaVine. You know, I don't get this, man. I think because of the play-in tournament, a lot of teams were either buyers or just didn't sell. Same thing with the Hawks, man. I get it with DeJounte Murray and his contract situation, how it would be, they still could recoup some assets for him. But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, NBA is kind of funny. I think the trade deadline was kind of a dud this year. Like, all the anticipation and all the possible trades and movements and players available. I think a lot of it, with these teams should be sellers, but for some reason in their minds they are standing pat. So just watching the Bulls operate kind of got me like, I don't understand what they're doing. I don't get why they sat here and not sold any players, but hey, it is what it is, man. I'm glad I'm not a Bulls fan. I'm glad I'm a Knicks fan. The Knicks are doing well. Also, today was the day that they unveiled the Kobe statue. It was a big day, bro. I think the death of Kobe. I was thinking this the other day, that the death of Kobe affected me like none other. Like, there was no other celebrity death that really shook me like Kobe's, to the point where it still affects me. Like, I still can't see his picture. I still can't believe he's gone. I still can't watch footage of that day. Like, it's to this day. Like, I'm talking about it, and I'm getting like, I feel like a frog in my throat. Like, the death of Kobe messed me up. You know what's crazy? I wasn't even a Kobe fan. I was a Kobe hater. I never liked Kobe. He was like Allen Iverson to me. There were two guys that I thought were jocks that I didn't like them. They were on like opposing teams that I never supported, and I really wasn't a Kobe fan. It's in his death I began to appreciate him a lot more. But just to see everything, man, and him going, how it affected people, and just to see Kobe like die and not be here anymore was really really painful, man. It's weird. Like, normally celebrity deaths don't affect me. Like, I'm trying to think of other celebrity deaths. Whitney Houston, maybe. Was kind of, no death was kind of crazy to me. Sports related, Roy Halladay, the pitcher for the Phillies and the Blue Jays. That messed me up. I think as I get older too, death kind of just shakes me more and more to the core. And but yeah, but Kobe's death messed me up. So they unveiled a statue outside of the Staples Center. What do you call it now? Crypto.com or something like that. The Crypto.com arena, and just seeing that, I don't know. I still don't believe it, man. Like it messed me up so much that I named my daughter after his daughter, Gianna. That's where I got that name from. So it was, it's tough, man. It really, really messed me up, man. And it just like, you sit here and you pray that you can make an impact. You pray that you live every day as your last, and you appreciate folks while they're here. And Kobe's death kind of made me do that. Like, yo, let me just love everybody, do everything I gotta do today. Don't sit here and think I have time tomorrow, because you really don't. You really don't have time tomorrow, and you just gotta do the best you can to make sure you live your life the fullest. Because Kobe, it seemed like he did, because his legacy and impact speaks way beyond his death. He still is impacting folks now. His life impacting folks beyond the grave. So it kind of just reminds you of the importance of living your life to the fullest and making sure you leave behind a legacy. That's one thing that I really am big on is legacy, and that I just try to, whenever I leave this earth, I want to make sure that I impart enough into people to allow them to, how would I say it, allow them to be impacted. That they, you teach lessons and you just impact folks' lives to push them to greater, way beyond, after you leave the earth. Your texts and your ministry and your message is still talking. I pray that when I leave this earth, this podcast is still being played and doing numbers, man. That whenever it's done, that people could listen to these to both my podcasts and my both my podcasts. This one in Faith Talk with Pastor Ron, way past my death, and to see is something that can resonate. So that's important, especially with children too. Like, you want to make sure you teach your kids so much, to a point where you impact their lives, man. But just watching that today, watching the there's opinions about do they like the how you call it, the statue? But it is what it is. It's just seeing Kobe and seeing all that stuff is really messing me up. That's the truth, man. But today's episode is not about Kobe. It's not about the Bulls. It's not about anything else. It's about my New York Knicks. So New York Knicks had an impressive, honestly, yeah, I think we could say impressive, but the Knicks had a very, I think, good, it's not just playoff, it's not just trade deadline, but just overall, I think the Knicks had a good couple of months in terms of rebuilding their team, in terms of being able to find a way to add to what we have and not quote unquote jeopardize our future. So here's the full trade. The Knicks got back Bojan Bogdanovic and Alec Burks from the Pistons, and they traded away Quentin Grimes, Malachi Flynn, Evan Fournier, and Ryan Arcidiacono, whatever his name is, a guy from Villanova, and 2 second-round picks. So I don't think we give up anything for two serviceable, strong players. I it might sound crazy. To me, the more valuable asset in the trade is Alec Burks, because Alec Burks is a player that Tibbs kind of trust, and it could help spell Jalen Brunson. My concern with the team now is not as much as wins and playoff positioning, is that Tibbs is going to run these guys into the ground. So the more bodies we have, the more players we have that are able to help us out and to spell minutes is going to be beneficial in the long run. So I know Alec Burks was with us a couple of years, so he's a guy that Tibbs trusts, because again, that's a big deal, because Tibbs don't trust that many people. So it's another guy that Tibbs trusts, and he could get some minutes, and he could spell Jalen Brunson. He could play some minutes, play some good defense, etc., etc. Bogdanovic is a shooter, one of the best shooters in the game, one of the top 10 shooters in the NBA currently. He's a cap hit of $20 million this year and $19 million next year, which is not bad. That's Evan Fournier money. So we got better. Along if you couple with the OG trade, and the team got better. But I hate to kind of be like the lone descending voice in the Knicks camp, but I don't think it made us that much better. I don't think that this trade put us over the top. Where we're going into the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't see that. I don't see it. I don't see the fact that the Knicks right now, we're fourth in the East, 2 games ahead of the Sixers, who are in free fall mode without Joel Embiid, and tied with Milwaukee and 2 games behind the number 2 seed Cleveland. So right now, if you look at the East, let's look at the East. It's Boston and Cleveland, Milwaukee, New York, and then everybody else. I think we're the tier 2 of the NBA. So the problem with tier 2, who gets out of tier 2 and gets to the conference finals? Are we better than Cleveland? I want to say yes. I'm thinking about playing Cleveland in the playoffs. They obviously, won 9 of the last 10. They just had an 8-game winning streak, I believe, snapped tonight. Yeah, I think when everything calms down, and I think we're better than Cleveland. I think as a team we're better than Cleveland. I don't think we're better than Milwaukee. I think if we play Milwaukee, they're going to defeat us. I was talking to my boy. I was like, the first round's not even a guarantee. The first round, just our luck. We'll play a healed up, what's this guy? Sixers. A Sixers team that is healthy, with Joel Embiid healthy and ready to play, rested up. Couple games under his belt, no minute restrictions. That I think that is our luck. I just pray for I expect the worst. So Shaq tonight said, when he talked about the trades and what happened, he asked a simple question. He said, "Did it help?" I quote, "Did it help the Knicks get better?" Yes. Did it help them win the championship? No. So it don't matter. Can they beat Boston? No. Can it be Cleveland right now? No. Can it be Milwaukee? No. So it doesn't matter. I agree with Shaq, man. I don't I don't know about I'm not trusting Cleveland right now. They're just playing hot. They are not the second best team in the East. I think we're top 3. But I still don't know. I still don't trust it. My issue with this, I feel we needed like a guy that could create his own shot. A guy that could score off the dribble. That, Jalen Brunson could just go in the corner, give this guy the ball and score. Because we know playoff Julius Randle is a scary sight. And once he's not hit down his shots, he's trying to start a 4 shots, then they're gonna sit there and either let Brunson do his thing and tire himself out, or double team him and force somebody else to beat him. That's what the Heat did last year. When they peeped game and was like, okay, this little Brunson guy is a problem. Okay, we're gonna make him beat us. Yep. Well, make him. They threw everything at him, and they want to see. I want to see how good he is. So, yeah, Shaq is like, and that's how I feel. I feel like I like the trade. We didn't give up anything for it. Couple of second round picks. Quentin Grimes, who I said at the beginning of the season is not a starting 2 guard in the NBA, and folks call me a hater. Folks call me a fake fan. Folks say I don't know anything about basketball. I told you this guy was not a starting 2 guard in the NBA. Folks want to throw at me plus minus numbers. No, he's not. So they give him away. I don't think we give away anything for a guy who we have this year and next year. A person that we could use this year and help us with our run. I just don't. I don't know if it put us into that championship conversation when I'm talking about Eastern Conference championship. We just have a team that hasn't played together. What pisses me off is one of my concerns about OG Anunoby. He's very injury prone, and once again now he's out for 3 weeks. So fortunately we have Bogdan and we have Date DiVincenzo, who's been playing well over the past bit, but I don't know, man. I want to like this trade so bad. I want to just, and again, that's my team. I'm going to support my team. I'm going to have the orange and blue pom-poms up. I'm going to support them everywhere I go. But if you ask me right now, gun to my head, is this a great move? It's tough, man. I think it's gonna be cool, bro. I think we're gonna be cool. I just want to see. I want to see what happens. I want to see once Mitchell Robinson comes back. I want to see once Brunson comes back. I want to see once Randall comes back, and all these pieces fit together. I want to see how it works. It sucks that we have all these injuries now because we were playing so well up until that Heat game, and then when Randall got hurt, and then Brunson got hurt, and OG got hurt, and all, we were playing so well together. So we were hoping that this could continue to mesh, but I get it. I think the coach plays these players a little bit too much, man. He plays these players a little bit too much, and their bodies are breaking down. So there's no excuse for Tibbs to play Jalen Brunson 42 minutes a game. At this point, there is no excuse as to why because now you have backup, now you have depth, now you have players to sit here and help you out and to make sure that you're good, right? To make sure that you have enough time, enough rest, and that you're good to go. So right now the Knicks, need 14 games over 500. Just need to find a way to stay right where they're at. Because what happens is if I really don't know how this is gonna shake out. So right now, and maybe that's kind of why the Bulls are sitting here and didn't sell. The East is just jumbled up. So after the fourth, the Sixers are in disarray. So they could go anywhere from 5 to the play-in, the way they're playing. Then the Pacers, that's the team that probably will move. Honestly, it's between the Pacers and the Heat. That's one of the two teams who will play the first round, bro. I don't want to see the Heat in the first round. I don't want to see the Heat in the first round. Not at all. I don't want to see the Heat in the 5th seed. The Pacers will be a good test because it's contrasting in styles. They want to run and they have all these shooters and have all this energy and stuff to run up and down the court. But I think in a series we're a better team, so we should beat the Pacers, and then we got to play Boston the next round. You feel me? Because I think we're gonna end up 4, and Milwaukee's gonna end up 2, and Cleveland's gonna end up 3. Yeah, I think these injuries are gonna. Randall being out for a little while is gonna take its toll. Missing OG is gonna have us drop some games. Fortunately, fortunately, it happened around the All-Star break, so one of those weeks that he should be out, he'll be out maybe during the All-Star break, so he shouldn't miss as many games. But he's also a slow healer, and into that funky stuff. So yeah, so those of us who are sitting Eastern Conference Finals realize that if things stay the same, we got to play Boston in the second round. And I'm not completely sold on Boston. Boston's problem. Boston is just super talented. They beat you with talent. They're constantly shooting shots and shooting jumpers and so on and so forth. I'm not a big Boston guy. I'm a guy that sits here and I think they have a good chance of losing. I still believe in Milwaukee. I believe Milwaukee is gonna click. You see how the Clippers, they went through their turmoil and then they got to a point where it clicked. I think, 52 games in? Give them about 15 more games, 10, 15 more games. They'll figure it out. They're too talented. They're too talented not to figure it out. Because worst case scenario, guys, they can't play defense. They can just outscore everybody. Just outshoot everybody, bro. That's it. Damon and Giannis just take turns. But I think Milwaukee is too good. My finals pick is Clippers. Was at the beginning of the year the Clippers, Bucks, and I stick with it. Clippers and Bucks. But back to my Knicks. I pray that I'm wrong, but I just think we need one more. You see how quickly he could come in and create his own shot, and that was the thing with RJ. RJ could just give him the ball and he just drive to the basket and create his own shot. I think that's what we're missing. That's what we need. I really feel that, if we could have got that. That's why I wanted DeMar DeRozan, because DeMar DeRozan, just to have someone to take a buzz, like the shot clock is running down. This person could just take a shot. Someone like that can create their own shot is crucial. It's crucial as we go forward. But I think, we're gonna be all right. I like it. I like it, but I don't love it. I like the movements. I'm not sitting here doing cartwheels about this. but I also think that we did get better and we got more bodies. So let's go to war. Let's see what's out there. Let's see what they have, and then we'll take it from there. I'm not gonna sit here and sit here and say we're going to the finals. This is the last piece. No, we got our first round picks. Even though these first round picks in the NBA mean nothing. Nathan, as we used to say, Nathan. So still got them as trade bait, and we should see. It was also dope to see, on a side note, to see the Thunder sign. Trade for Gordon Hayward. It's just dope to see this team after all these years of the process, them sitting here and being able to go for a win now move. And I think that was like, hey, okay, we're here and we're going for it. I know they were tied for first as of yesterday. They were tied for first. They're tied for first in the West. Percentage points. So right now, it's Minnesota is first, Denver second, OKC's a half game behind in third, and the Clippers are fourth. It was yesterday was a 4-way tie for first in the Western Conference. It was like different tiebreakers and stuff that determined the seeding. But the Clippers, who were first, ended up losing last night. But they're still one game behind Minnesota and Denver for first in the Western Conference. Man, I don't know, man. Big ups to, who's dope too? Dante DiVincenzo, but he's been balling. He's been balling. He even tonight he balled out in a loss. He's been balling. I just want to see everybody play. That's my thing, because I'm afraid that when games end up just switching up and certain guys start coming in and this and that and this and that, nah, man. Like Randall coming back and what's my guy name? Randall come back, and then Brunson come back. Even it's only one game and he was fine, but then OG coming back. It just incorporated all these guys in, man. It's gonna kind of throw things off, Poor. Like we only had eight guys available tonight. Freaking Charlie Brown, not the one from Leaders to the New School. Charlie Brown Jr. was played 22 minutes. But look at this. Like tonight, DiVincenzo had played 43 minutes. 43 minutes. 36 points. 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Took 27 shots. Miles McBride, 45 minutes. And then you have guys like Luka only 40 minutes. Kyrie 36 minutes. Like it's a difference. Let's look at a different game. Let's look at the box score for the Lakers. Let's see how many minutes these guys play compared to what our guys play. Box score. Yeah, look. Jokic 36, Murray 36. Again, but they're 9 deep. It's one extra guy. Gordon 32 minutes. Oh, man. That's those 6 minutes. A game. It plays a difference. It accumulates. So I think we have to I'm kind of worried about that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of worried about that. But yeah, but Dante's playing well, man. Josh Hart had triple double tonight as well. But let's see how that lasts. But yeah, I mean, I grade a B. Not overpaying for anything, and still being able to kind of get some scoring, get some punch off the bench or in the starting lineup. So tell me what you guys think, man. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on TikTok. Comment. Tell me what you guys think about the Knicks moves. Do you feel more optimistic? Do you feel the same? Do you feel less optimistic? But I want to know what you guys think. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. That's not why I'm here. But I also is like, I'm with Shaq. I'm with Shaq. I see championship, and I don't know if this made us any closer to winning a championship. So tell me what you guys think, man. Thank you for listening. Thank you for feeling my pain. I appreciate you guys. God bless y'all. I love y'all. Don't forget to comment, share, like, drop some stars. I love you guys, man. Peace.